Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, and for today's video, we are going to talk about the top REIT stocks in terms of dividend growth for 2023. But before we start, I would just like to remind you guys that past performance does not guarantee future results. As we all know that all REIT companies has its own prosperous and struggling time. There will always be changes on what industry will struggle based on the economic conditions. So the information we will show you is only limited for the 2022 dividend declaration of each REITs. So let's begin. Number 6, Filinvest REIT. Recently, Phil REIT just declared a 0.071 pesos per share for quarter 4 dividends. Its third consecutive drop since quarter 4 dividend declaration. As we can see in the chart, the decline from quarter 1 to quarter 4 is a whooping 38.79% drop. A massive decline, especially in quarter 4. So guys, I think this REIT stock is the worst performer in terms of dividend growth. But recently, the CEO of Phil REIT just declared that their tenants started to go back. Phil REIT was recently struck by the pressure of hybrid work setups in PEZA, lalo na sa alabang properties nila. Phil REIT now is trading at 5.3 pesos per share, with a dividend yield of 6.85%, giving out more than 100% of its distributable income to investors. Number 5, Double Dragon Meridian Park REIT. Recently, DDMPR just declared a 0.022659 pesos per share for quarter 4 dividends. Just like Phil REIT, it is also DDMPR's third consecutive drop since quarter 1 dividend declaration. The decline from quarter 1 to quarter 4 is a 18.69%, a massive decline, especially in quarter 4 dividends. This is the second worst performer behind Phil REIT in terms of dividend growth. Government restrictions and pressures to POGO is the biggest risk DDMPR has been encountering ever since. As of now, its largest property, which is Double Dragon Plaza, has only 91.48% occupancy rate for year 2022. It is still uncertain on how are they going to keep their composure despite having government pressures with their tenants. Currently, DDMPR is trading at around 1.34 PHP per share with a dividend yield of 8.22%. Also, giving out 99% of its distributable income to investors. Number 4, Megaworld REIT. Recently, MREIT just declared a 0.02428 pesos per share, its second dividend drop since quarter 2 dividend declaration. The decline from quarter 1 to quarter 4 is negative 0.08%, a considerable decline. And MREIT remains intact with their tenants despite having pressures of hybrid work setups in BPO. One more thing is, MREIT encountered a delay of approval from Securities and Exchange Commission for its property for share swap, in which those properties were not included in 2022 dividend declaration. We although expect it to be included in quarter 1 of 2023. We all know that MREIT has one of the longest runway in terms of growth. We are expecting MREIT to be more aggressive with their future acquisitions. Currently, MREIT is trading at around 14.68 pesos per share with a dividend yield of 6.66%, also giving out 98% of its distributable income to investors. Number 3, Citycore Energy REIT. Recently, C-REIT just declared a 0.044 PHP per share and a special dividends of 0.007 pesos per share. Based on its trend, it is the most consistent REIT among other REITs, giving out the same dividends every quarter without declines. The only difference that pushed the growth of C-REIT to 15.91% was because of its special dividends. What is good about C-REIT is that the industry of its sponsor is energy renewables, with long-term leases in which it guarantees 100% occupancy rate for 20 years. That defines their consistency in giving out dividends, and we expect them to continue it over the long term. Currently, C-REIT is trading at around 2.47 pesos per share with a dividend yield of 7.13%, also giving out more than 100% of its distributable income to investors. Number 2, Robinson's Land Commercial REIT. RCR just declared a 0.0976 pesos per share for quarter 4 of 2022. Its third consecutive dividend growth since quarter 1 of 2022. RCR is a definition of a turtle steps who consistently moves forward. We can see in the chart that its growth is gradually increasing, giving us a 1.14% dividend growth from quarter 1 to quarter 4. Despite RCR's low dividend growth, it gives us investors reliable dividend yield because of its low volatility. The only thing that has been a big concern with their 2022 performance was that their net income plummeted to negative 5 billion due to adjustments of fair market value of their invested properties. But recently, they just declared their quarter 1 2023 dividends amounting to 0.977 PHP per share, resulting to a fourth consecutive dividend growth since quarter 1 of 2022. Currently, RCR has been trading at 5.7 pesos per share with a dividend yield of 6.68%, also giving out 91% of its distributable income to investors. And for the number 1 spot, Ayala Land REIT. REIT just declared their all-time high dividend declaration of 0.52 pesos per share, its second consecutive dividend growth since quarter 1 despite being flat at quarter 2 and quarter 3. REIT has also been consistently being aggressive with their future plans and acquisitions. With this, REIT has given investors substantial growth of dividends with a 8.33% growth since quarter 1. Though REIT has been trading in premium prices, they are one of the REITs who has been trading above IPO prices. Currently, REIT has been trading at 33.5 pesos per share and a dividend yield of 5.91%. Also, giving out 91% of its distributable income to investors through dividends. Guys, there are 2 REITs that we haven't included in our list due to lack of data. These are Villar REIT stocks. We have VREIT, in which it declared 0.0386 pesos per share with a 83.8% growth from quarter 1 dividends. We all know that we can't expect it to have massive dividend growth over the long term because of REIT's nature, and we don't want to mislead investors with their massive growth. We have to get more data moving forward to capture the true growth of dividends. Currently, VREIT has been trading at 1.63 pesos per share with a dividend yield of 8.24%. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Kung ikaw, what is your favorite REIT stock in which you believe will be there in the long term and will consistently give substantial dividends? Comment down below and give me your thoughts. So that's all for today guys. Thank you for watching. We will be uploading more educational videos soon. So like, share, and subscribe.